Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. It is still Monday. It is the 21st of June 2021. And as you can see, we have a little rain happening here at the homestead. There goes Buddy. Yeah, we got a little rain coming down. No, you guys stay there. So, a little wet out there right now. I told you earlier when I was doing the video earlier today that they said they were going to get some heavy duty rain this afternoon, and we are, but that's okay. Like I said, we'll take it. We can use it. It's always a good thing. So, alright, I want to talk about something that I really think is important here. And I know I've addressed this topic before, but I really want to drive this home because I want people to think, okay? You look at it like a day like today with inclement weather. Here goes Max. Everybody was in, so I guess they decided, well, we'll go out now. So we have inclement weather happening. So what comes with inclement weather, right? Sometimes with heavy rain, you have flooding. You have, roads get washed out. You have, the power goes down in different spots and stuff like that. That's kind of starting to let up a little bit now. That's good. But the problem is, in a grid down situation, you are still going to have inclement weather. You're still going to have, flooding. You're still going to have fires. You're still going to have earthquakes. You're still going to have tornadoes. You're still going to have hurricanes. Those things are all still going to come in. The only difference is going to be you're not going to know when that weather's coming. You're going to have to look at the sky and make that determination and say, man, we got some weather coming in. Like when I looked at earlier and I showed you guys the sky and I said, we definitely have weather coming in. If you're paying attention to these things, you can kind of tell what's going to happen and you can plan accordingly. But the problem is in a grid down situation, if we have, and realistically, that is the most likely scenario of things that would happen in this country. A grid down situation would be catastrophic, and you don't think that our enemies know that and would love to see that happen. Exactly, it is our Achilles heel. They cannot wait for something like that to happen. Now it's really slowed down, but you saw how hard, and it had been raining really hard like that for quite a while. So we've had, actually I'm going to take you out here now that it's slowed down. I'll take you over here and show you how much water we got back in here. You can see water in the thing here. But this area over here definitely has a lot of water in it from the rain. And so we had the frogs out here last night. They were going crazy. So that was always fun. But yeah, so it's a light rain at the moment, which is good. Oh, I'm going to stand over in here because I think it's about to come back down again. So I'm glad I got my wood in here when I did, because it definitely makes a difference. I love the sound of that rain on the roof like that. I always think that was really cool. I love rain on a metal roof. It's always fun. But anyway, grid down situation. Very likely situation that could happen, be it a cyber attack, could be also something internally being done on purpose, again, to let us work on killing each other off, then enacting martial law, restoring the power and being the saviors, Scary situation, one that we should all be planning for. I'm going to have to come out of here because I know you guys are probably having a hard time hearing me. So I'm going to go back up in the doorway here. It's very loud under there. But it's something that I want you guys to think about. I want you to prepare. Again, a big thing that I want to make sure of is that you guys are not victims. I don't want you to be victims. I want you to be proactive. Continue to get ready. Take care. Here comes Miss Molly in. Continue to get ready and be ready for anything. Because as I've said many times, when the time comes, you are going to have what you have. So think about not realizing, grid down situation, you're doing your thing, you're doing okay. major storms coming through, major flooding, all kinds of problems. Roads are getting washed out. There's not going to be the infrastructure to take care of things anymore. We're going to be on our own. So we're going to be relying on each other, the people, your neighbors, hopefully, if you have fostered decent relationships with those folks. Okay, so I wanted to show you today too. Hold on a second. I got a couple things in the mail, but I had to show you this. I finally did change the calendar, and now this is my new German Shepherd calendar that Brian had sent from California. So that is now up there. So the other one was 2017. So that was, now we have a new one. One of the things that came, I went down and checked my P.O. box today, and this is the second time these folks have sent me a bunch of egg cartons, which is cool because we can always use egg cartons. That's a good thing. And the other thing that I want to show you that I got, don't mind this mess. It is an organized mess, somewhat. So I got another book came from Ron Foster, and it is the Bug Out Gardening Guide. Okay, so a lot of information in here for gardening, some pictures to show some things for people. Okay, really, really good information. So Ron has a whole series of books, guys. Look him up online, Ron Foster. Great information, has a lot of stuff that is really, really good for prepping, and a lot of good information. So that is the Bug Out Gardening Guide by Ron Foster. Alright, and please don't mind the mess. I'm actually working on cleaning things up, slowly but surely. These things happen. I got another card actually in the mail today, also from Brian in California. So thank you very much for the card. It's very much appreciated, and thank you very much. So anyway, guys, this is what we're dealing with here now. So I knew this was coming. So I had to go out. I checked the P.O. box today. I had to top off the car with gas. I don't like to let it get below a half a tank. So when it gets just under a half a tank, or just before it's under half a tank, I always top it off. Just because, again, so I filled it up. I was below half a tank, and it took almost 11 gallons to fill up the car. And you may think 11 gallons, big deal. 11 gallons is going to get you a lot farther in a post-event. It's going to give you that option to be able to do things. 11 gallons of gas could be the difference between life and death. It really can be. So, just always trying to think ahead, always trying to plan ahead. I am constantly, my mindset is always towards prepping, always towards what can I get or what can I do to make our lives better, to make our lives more self-sufficient, to be prepared for when the disaster happens. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And you guys know that I firmly believe that we are in for a very large, major event, and I believe that will happen. I can't give you a timeline. I have no idea what the timeline would be, but I definitely feel that we are going to be in for something bad, okay? So I would encourage all of you guys, get out there, prep, get ready. Don't be victims. Help yourselves, help your families, especially if you have children. Miss Pandora, hi. Especially if you have children. Think of your children. To be able to look at your children and say, I thought about this day and I prepared, so we're not going to go hungry. That's a big thing. To me it is. And I would encourage you all to do the same exact thing, because we just never know. There's been a lot of talk going around lately about Yellowstone. So let's talk about Yellowstone for a moment, okay? Nobody has any idea. There's Mr. Max. Are you coming back in already? You had enough? Yes, he has. Nobody knows when Yellowstone's going to go. Nobody can predict it. Realistically, they did not know about harmonic tremors until Mount St. Helen. When Mount St. Helen went, they did get a lot of information, and it didn't go according to the way they thought it was going to go either. So you cannot predict these things. So will Yellowstone volcano go off at some point? Absolutely yes. Could it go off next week, or 100 years, or 1,000 years from now? Yes, it could. It will at some point go off again. I'm not making predictions. I'm not saying, hey, oh wow, there's activity. It's having earthquakes. We're in for it. You better be ready, because I'm going to tell you what. If you pray, you better pray that Yellowstone never happens in our lifetime, because that is a game changer for the world, not just the United States, for the world. That would put us into a volcanic winter, because so much stuff would go up into the upper atmosphere that it would block out the sun in a matter of about 6 weeks around the planet, and it would lower the temperature of the planet, and we would go into, like I said, what they would call a volcanic winter. The United States produces about 40% of the food that's fed around the world. There would be no food production happening here. So billions of people would starve to death and die, okay? It would take a very, very long time to recover from an event like that. Being prepped up and being ready, you know, you're talking about an extremely long duration event that would not be pretty. So again, that's not something that any of us want to see happen. So I honestly hope the Yellowstone never goes off in my lifetime. That's my fervent hope that it never does, because like I said, that is a game changer. And I am not anywhere close to being ready to being underground for years in those type of things. I don't have anything like that ready, okay? So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off here. I definitely want to hear your feedback on this. Realistically, the most likely scenario coming forward will be a grid down event. It'll be blamed as a cyber attack or something like that. No, you're not going out. It will be blamed as a cyber attack or something to that event, okay? But don't be surprised if it's our own government doing it to us. That would not shock me in any way, shape, or form. Be ready. Just continue to think ahead and don't be a victim, okay? I don't know how to be any more clear than that. Think of your family. Think of the people that you care about and who you want to help and who you want to take care of. So anyway, I'm going to jump off here for now. Remember, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. And as soon as we can focus on that, we're going to be in a much better position overall as a country and a world. And stop the nonsense. Stop letting them manipulate us over race, religion, political affiliation. It's all nonsense. All nonsense. It's to keep us divided. Divided, they can always beat us. But if we band together and work together, they will never defeat us. Also remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important to tell the people that you care about every single day how you feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that is going to stop you from reaching those goals is you. Nobody else can stop you. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right, I will see you all later. I hope everybody has a great day. I hope your week is starting out all right. Prep, 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 folks. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.